because I made all this money. But the problem is that what's happened is that the money has come in and the money has cannibalized all the other things in my life that are valuable. So when you think about your capital base, I want you to think broadly. Remember that if you're looking for something to invest, you don't have to just invest money. In fact, focusing solely on money, unfortunately, leans into white supremacy because what happens is we measure the worth of a human being by how much money they have, and the white man's always going to have more money than you, at least in your lifetime and mine. And the reason for that is because they can literally print money. They can print that worthless piece of paper in Washington, D.C. You can't print money. So you have to focus on all the other forms of wealth that you have, and you do have wealth, right? So what's some things I can invest if I don't necessarily have as much money as I want? Well, I can invest time if I have free time. Time is literally the most valuable financial asset in the universe. I don't just say this as just hyperbole. I say this because it's mathematically true. Every single mathematical equation that we did when I was at Syracuse that measured how wealth would grow over time, time was always the number one variable. Time was the driver of wealth over time, right? So time is the leading variable when it comes to wealth. Number two, what else? If you have skill, if you a lot of you are so skilled, like black folks, we love to go to school and learn how to do something, don't we? We real good about getting that extra degree, getting that bachelor's, getting that master's, getting whatever it is that we need in order to acquire the skill. So maybe we can get a better job or we can have upward mobility. We are very ambitious in that way. In fact, black women are the most educated group of people in America, and they're starting more businesses than almost anybody else in America. So that skill and that time, those are two things that you can invest. What else? When you have a network, when you're a good person, I talk to you guys about relationships. When you are actively connecting with other people and forming relationships, every time you connect to someone, you're building your economic gang. When you build your economic gang and you become gang affiliated and you out here crip walking because you got so many people around you that are able to help you get things done, then you become powerful. You become wealthy off of that. That's part of your capital base. So maybe you don't have all the money that you need to get a project done, but I guarantee you somebody in that network might have some resources that they can bring to the table. So almost like think of gathering resources like having a family reunion or picnic, right? If I don't know how to cook, that don't mean I can't host a picnic because I know people that know how to cook, right? I might say, hey, look, I can't cook nothing, but I can buy some food. I can put $100 on the table and you can go to the grocery store with that, right? And then somebody else might say, look, I can't cook either, but I got free time. I can go to the grocery store and get the food. And then somebody else said, look, I ain't got time to go to the grocery store and I ain't got no money, but you bring the food to the table and I'll cook it. Next thing you know, bam, we are cooking. We are absolutely cooking. So the same thing is true when you want to economically cook. When you want to economically cook, lean on those relationships, connect to the people that can supplement the skill sets that you may or may not have so that then you can make up whatever kind of meal that you want, right? So this is an important aspect of investing. The analogy fits perfectly. All right, so let's see. Lisa Jackson, is this a good time to sell property in this market? The real estate market, I haven't checked on that recently. They're waiting for interest rates to go down. When interest rates go down, then you're going to start to see a demand for property go up, most likely. So, is this a market worth selling in? Um, I think that you do have enough demand out there.